Oh, why doesn't anything work? God! Fuck everyone to the moon. Literally 3 letters changed in the name of a library I was using, and it grinds my entire stream to a halt for half a fucking hour. Good. Pretty please? With sugar on top? Can we get, like, working video game? I'm begging you, I really am. Show me the video game. It's a fucking miracle. Alright. Chat display is... okay. We're back, finally. Small miracles. Alright. Sorry about the rough start. That hasn't happened in a while. I suppose it wouldn't be the Tyrone-sama experience if every once in a while something didn't randomly break for no fucking explicable reason. Vinish just idling at the team tree. That fuel and no attack boost. What are our team points sitting at right now? You got 182k, we need 200k for max RDR. Would it be nice to max that out for once? So yeah. I guess I've gotten back into PSO2 recently. Ultimate drops in just a couple of days, and with it comes the only content that my spec has excelled in for like a million years. Dude, I can't get over the Puyo Puyo music in the team room. It's too good. I don't even know why that's available. Sega collaboration nonsense. I've still got that region-free copy of Puyo Puyo Tetris that I need to fuck around with for a while. Why is this game so loud? I've always kind of wanted to learn Puyo Puyo, but there's something about it where, like, it doesn't make the same degree of intuitive sense to me that literally any other falling block game does. Combo-based stuff is always confusing to me, even more so when it involves, God forbid, gravity. My greatest nemesis. Alright, I forgot. There's Gathering and Tundra areas as well now. That's kind of weird. These just kind of hanging out. Yeah, let's go fishing in this puddle that's demonstrably like 4 inches deep. Is it worth going from an Orbit Sword to an Austere Sword? If you're gonna get an Austere for Hunter Fighter, I'd recommend you get Partisan. Although, not right now, because, oh, hey, Mizo. Anyway, I'd recommend you don't go for anything right now, because the Gex series is just about to come out, and it's likely to, have some kind of special properties going on. Sacrifice Bite 0. Everybody on the sword life now. But I actually consider Orbit to be a stronger sword than Austere right now, primarily because of the assisted upkeep regarding Sacrifice Bite Zero's normal swings. You're able to hit a lot more targets much easier, and that translates into more effective PP gain per swing when using Orbit. Just 2 or 3 swings can get you to a full bar from 0, which is honestly pretty amazing. So I wouldn't bother with Austere just yet. I'm a big believer in sustain over burst in most situations. That is to say, it doesn't matter how much attack you have if you can only attack once. The 4% damage loss from Austere versus Orbit is easily made up for by the fact that you're active a considerable amount more. And yeah, step jump being a thing, especially when 12-star units drop, I'd once again kind of advise being wary of the first set of 12-star units because their defenses and general stats are likely to be kind of mediocre. Oh hey, early fever. There's a small mercy. And I got a couple of good pickaxes too. But yeah, when 12-star units drop, you're gonna see a lot of people running probably Hunter gear save, step jump, just guard left sonic arrow thing. And then I'm not sure what I would run for a 4th ring. All of the reversal and recovery ones seem to be pretty mediocre, but so is Mate Lovers. So I honestly think I'd probably be waiting for literally anything else. Alright, I forgot. Since this is a new area, it means a lot of new achievements, so you get easy gathering levels. It's unlikely that they'll, like, be bad, just that they're probably not worth the upgrade, especially when they'll be hard to obtain and better ones are coming later. So if you're happy with your current 11-star set, then I'd probably feel comfortable sticking with that. Unless the new set of 12-star units is a major game changer, I don't think I'll be going in super hard. I'm definitely going to be looking into the Gix line of weapons, though. The raw attack that's been showcased in the trailers so far means that they're automatically at least very interesting. We don't know what the potential is yet, and it could be something weird and wacky. Some kind of alt-buster variant potential, Dragon Slayer, etc., etc. But if the potential is good, then those weapons have the potential to obsolete all current series, which would honestly be a welcome change, so... Especially considering how reluctant Sega has been to introduce any kind of vertical gear upgrades. Apparently this is the new cool kid thing to do with Guilty Break, is you jump while charging it, then step out of the end recovery, you buffer step out of the dash, to get yourself a little bit of extra distance. I won't be able to showcase it just yet. I need to get more gear first, but let's see. Can I get a spawn? Pretty please? Ah, that works. Wells too. Hey guys. Yeah, that actually seems pretty quick. Saw UD doing that in his new nav 2 time attack. Dude set like a 2-3x or something. Just used a lot of heavy sacrifice bite normals since it's SH content, and 2 swings, or even 1 if it's the 3rd swing, will decimate most SH mobs. Yeah, I can dig this. Oh, fuck it. Mining? I'd rather not. It gets you a little bit more distance per PP expended here. There's some value to that for sure. I still kind of wish you could stop early, but if you could stop early, you'd also lose the ability to buffer a guard or a step out of the last moment. So, oh my god, Wells, fuck off. That ridiculous lobby action. I don't understand why they thought it was okay for lobby actions to make noise. That shit just don't seem right. Since using the Deathbringer, Dark Knight can't hit 10k hits in game at all in FF14, even with the highest gear. 8k with a max crit Soul Eater. Yeah, PSO2's pinball damage is kind of crazy, honestly. Meanwhile, here I am using normal attacks. Auto attack for 16k! Auto attack for 20k! My dick is so big! Sacrifice Bite is so good! It definitely makes low difficulty mobbing a whole hell of a lot easier. I'm going the wrong direction. Can I get Sacrifice Bite off a box? Nope. You do have to actually hit a real target for it to apply the buff. The weird random anime collab stuff. Ow. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talking about the whole Hunter Braver or Fighter Hunter Dragon Slayer stuff. And even if most of them are memeing, a couple are not, and it kind of betrays a lack of understanding of the basic numbers at work. Like, at base on Hunter Fighter, the combination you should be running, even weaved normal attacks, like if you were only using the third hit, which has the most damage per second overall, it's still doing about half the DPS of G4, G5. Oh, the exit. Yeah, I've been running around for ages trying to find this fucking thing. Where is... Can I get some gear? There we go. Oh, that's what's going on. I bet I still have Quick Blaster on. God, I was wondering why my upkeep seemed to be so shitty. Yeah, see how convenient this dash is? The big thing about Sacrifice Bite, the big two changes that I'm really in love with, because like the damage is cool. The damage gives Sword a really neat place, but as far as applicable quality of life, I found that the range and the lunge here on the actual PA activation is the most important. Well, that pales in comparison to the duration buff, but I feel like that's been talked about to death anyway. Because the 3-minute duration makes it way easier to keep up in fast quests, and the lunge means that even when you do have to reapply it, it's not as costly since it's easier to hit, and you're less likely to spend time swinging. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people underrate the value of the boosted Huego normal attacks as PP regen. We got a trick or treat coming up in like, I think it's about an hour. So I'll make some progress on a daily stack, and I think my tacos are up again. I remember when Parser told me the potato test for hunters is being able to solo VH cats. Oh my god. How much things have changed since then. There's my daily. Then we're up to the roar. I've seen people linking the trailer, but I haven't watched it myself. Planning a revamp of the battle system, culling useless skills. Ha. So clearing a little bit of the hotbar cruft. Making life a little bit more manageable for pad players, I imagine. I figured that was probably the next direction the game was gonna go. MMO expansions seem to follow this pattern of make things complicated, then simplify, then make things complicated again, then simplify again. PS3 is getting dropped. Ah, so the era of memeing about PS3 limitations is finally over, huh? I kinda wish PSO2 would do the same thing with the Vita. Then again, they're kind of developing on a shoestring budget anyway, so I doubt the visuals or, oh my god! Can I blacklist you and stop your lobby actions? A dumb fucking noise. But yeah. I'll hold this so that I don't drop down to, go away! Eat that shit. I had some kind of inventory management thing I needed to do, didn't I? Right. That's why. Alright, OTP storage for this. I have absolutely no idea why they allow LAs to play sound effects, but that shit is insanity and needs to stop fucking immediately. What are the fish rations? Those are the R-attack food, right? God, I got so much stuff in my inventory regarding extra costumes and rings. I could probably ditch all of my costumes and just run with like the layered and then 2 more, since I don't really change my costume much more after acquiring this beauty. Pants! Pants equipable by female characters, what a miracle. He thinks I'm gonna promote him again. I'm not. But I will. So, right, what was I doing? Daily stacks, correct. Yeah, I feel like PSO2 definitely suffers from the same sort of Vita limitations thing. I mean, the Vita integration is kind of getting shittier by the day. Like, it flat out doesn't have access to the 3-button attack mode, which is easily the best quality of life improvement in Episode 4 by far. And if you try to save on sets that use it, you kind of get raked over the coals because it imports them blank. So, bad stuff. So today is RODOS Day. 250k for free in order for benchmarking your damage. Free stuff, dude. This is super hard, right? I just killed that with 1 Sonic Arrow. Gear 1. This game is amazing. XH Fields win! This is actually easier than guard canceling as well. So there's some value there. Alright, let's get this on. Clear up a little bit here to make sure we're... Actually, why am I trying to A rank here? It's just the RODOS daily. I can skip right to the end, no problem. Yeah, the way I used to play on 2-button was just a poor approximation of 3-button by using palettes that contain 3 of the same skill, and then manually swapping palettes whenever I wanted to swap skills. Definitely far from perfect. As well as limiting you to only 6 skills in use, or like, you could push 7 if you ran a combo palette for Sonic Arrow and Sacrifice Bite. Now I can comfortably run 12. Not that Hunter has 12 viable PAs or anything, but I can run 12 plus a Partisan plus a utility weapon like Shift to Boots or Queen Vera. And no problems to speak of. Miracles, right? Alright, we got gear. Let's go. One of the things that I want to improve in my Hunter gameplay in the long term is cutting down charge time. I feel like I'm a little bit slow on releasing certain PAs. Guilty Break, Ride Slasher, and Rising Edge are basically my biggest offenders. And cutting down the time that I hold those PAs at charge level 2 would probably drastically increase my overall damage in, like, long parses. Up, down, bleh. Yeah, the Akari in LA is by far the worst because the fucking sound effect is so out of place. But any LA that makes sound just kind of aids. I won't lie. Alright, hit me with the adrenaline shifter boots. I wonder if I can do something kind of cheeky to speed up my RODOS. Let's see. I always have kind of a tough time telling which side it's going to come in on. I think this is right? Okay. Alright. Okay. So that's a little too far, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe if I did like an uncharged guilty break to line myself up there. I was wondering if I could get something like a precast over end before it fell to put a little bit of damage in. There's some potential there. Optimizing content that should never be optimized and really doesn't need to be optimized in the first place, just our own things. So we've been slowly accepting the existence of Summoner here in Waifu Defense Force. Been trying to incorporate stuff like precast, Rimstab, etc. into our PD runs, because it lets you skip pretty handily from Phase 2 to Phase 3. There's obviously a lot of potential power in that, because if you manually transition from Stage 2 to Stage 3, you have to sit through charges, which is probably the slowest part. Did I have another post floor? Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, I needed an air rank for that. Oh well. We'll roll around to it later. Slotting music is bugging me. I actually kind of like it. As far as the, whole, fuck, what was I gonna say? Good lord. As far as seasonal lobbies go, it's a lot less awful than, hearing the Godzilla roar in the corner of your fucking periphery every 5 seconds. Alright. I bring friend partners here because it's a quest point quest, and having friend partners, they're each worth half a person when spawn rates are calculated. Means that things are a little bit more denser and you can clear a little quicker. Plus, get that 6 shift strike if you can convince them to buff, you know? But the one thing about, Sacrifice by Type 0 is the gear gain on the whole thing overall has been lessened somewhat. Oh, I should put on a killing bonus here. Speed things up a little bit. It's not like I'm getting good XP for this, so wearing my PP convert for leveling doesn't really have a purpose. Gotta get in the habit of step dashing now. It really is just like I'm playing a Braver. Remix is something, huh? Well, I think some of the other guys on the team would know better than I do. I feel like I miss a lot of the collaboration stuff. I'm just here to play video juegos, you know? God damn, this game is so loud. Am I, like, audible over the game comfortably? not getting lost in the mix or anything. I should be coming through a little bit more clearly in general because I removed some of the filtering that I was using after I realized that it made me sound worse instead of better. But, still, there's not a lot you can do for just getting drowned out in terms of volume. My support partner again? For real, dog? Yeah, killing bonus is so cozy for upkeep and low HP mobbing. For Yamato in particular, it's basically a must-have. You can't get away with moving nearly as aggressively without it. People complain about the range being short, but like, get in range, bro. You sound fine, definitely not drowned out. Cool. I feel like sometimes my meters lie to me. I need something displaying perceived loudness instead of raw decibel values. Audio engineering for dummies. It's been a long time since I had the in-game music on in this area. I actually forgot how intense a lot of the combat themes were. You again? Nova Strike range buffs. It's still no Zondeal or Grants, but it gives you some headroom, is all I'm saying. I think that's just because combat music in general is a little louder, as it probably should be. Another benefit of my recent mic setup is that I can probably just start yelling into the microphone and it shouldn't destroy your guys' ears anymore. So if I talk very loudly like this, the perceived change in volume should be not too bad. I'm compressing at a 4:1 ratio at the moment, which I hear it's pretty aggressive for vocals, but it works for me because I have absolutely no control over my voice whatsoever and I just yell shit sometimes. Oh shit, did I miss a parallel area? What the fuck? Can I go back down? Fuck is all that? Is it still there? It would have spawned where I left. Because I don't think parallel area teleporters warp around like camp ship ones do. So let's see. Uh, 2.5 bars of sword gear. Can't confirm would get yelled at again. Lewd. Maybe. Aw, I totally missed it, didn't I? I'm a scrub. I guess it serves me right for beelining it to the teleporter before anything is actually cleared. Ah, well. It's probably the Rappy area anyway. So let's go ahead and turn that in. I feel like I dodge my Arcs Quest dailies a little bit more because they tend to be slightly more obnoxious, but honestly, if you bring friend partners, they're really not bad. A pupe spawns somewhere in the map, not where you are. So random spot. In that case, I'm not going to go chase after it. If they're not going to make it convenient for me to access, I'm okay with missing it. You're probably right, though. I've never seen a parallel area in a free field before. Only in quests that have, like, you get it in A3 of, like, a boss quest or something. Alright. Oh god, Sanctum Suppression? Really? Besides basically everything in Volcano, Sanctum Suppression's probably the most inconvenient Arcs quest. And I guess the Lilliput defend the mech ones, but RODOS Day. Free 250k! If you have multiple characters, 250k on every one of them. But I don't have a real alt, and I'm not even sure they can do RODOS in a reasonable amount of time, so... Had a parallel area spawn on an EQ map? Huh. You talking like Guru circle mobbing EQ? Or did you get like a parallel area after PI or something? Oh god, I forgot to take friend partners. This is gonna take forever, isn't it? Well, I certainly hope not. That hit an enemy that was fully behind me. This PA is wacko. I can't help but think about how nice it's gonna be to transition out of orbit once I have step jump set up. I could probably just do all my mobbing with sacrifice by normals and save the PP for mobility at this point. It's so good. It's so good, as long as you're in SH. Bam. Yeah, see, not so bad. No friend partners, and already I'm like more than halfway through. Huh. And one of the coast DQs with like, hey, who is this? Hey, bud. Nice panic. Status boost confirmed. Do I have boosts up? Okay. There. 2 3-slot weapons. And they are both mod. How nice. Except now I have to fucking run backwards for the rest of the quest. Okay, other switches over here. There we go. I probably could have stepped across that gap and made it, honestly. It kind of blew my mind when I realized that you could use all-class jet boots to skip some of the walls in this area. PSO2 has so much cool movement tech that's hidden by, like, weird shit. Like, just because of the movement system, sometimes I do wonder what would happen if there was, like, any sort of direct PvP. $170? Come on, don't tease me like this. Are you kidding? Can I get one more spawn? Pretty, please? Thank you. Yeah, obviously the mechanics aren't even remotely set up for PvP. Every character has something that would make absolutely no sense in a PvP environment, but hey! Assorted was the same way and we played the fuck out of that. Ugh. New, ES scratch shenanigans? I wish I could get into ES, but it seems so opaque. Gotta get on the free Soul Receptor train. What concert is this? Is this a Miku concert? I've actually never, there we go. I've never seen one of these. Pretty much exactly what I expected, except for Luca. Okay, both of them have some kind of weird facial proportions going on. Can't tell whether lazy model porting or just lazy designers. What's a good price to buy Noble Power at? I picked mine up for my units at like 8 mil a piece. They'll go lower than that very rarely, but I usually see them much higher, so like... Wait for it to dip right after a reintroduction or something, because PSO2 players are ridiculously aggressive about undercutting. I guess I'll see this one out just for the concert boost. And the fact that it's kind of novel that these things exist in-game at all. Like, a lot of people are pretty jaded about the concert stuff, and I do feel like, especially the recent one, is kind of a weird use of developer time. But they do a good job of making the game feel very cozy. What's this about 12-star units having skill rings in them? Yep. 12-star units, you'll be able to fuse a left skill ring into them, which gives you the rings effect as long as you're wearing the unit. So with a full set of 12-star units, you'll be able to wear 4 left rings, effectively. Arc Dance Festival, though. The rhythm game that doesn't matter. Hey, Sacred. We are, enjoying our daily dose of weebery. Dude, is the Miku replica still like 30 mil? The fucking Miku hair? Oh, that's cute. Somebody's character name is Hatsune Miku version 2. The upgraded model. Yo, where are Luca's bullshit, particle effects on their hands? 30 mil? Nice. Yeah. Everybody should basically hold off on making shit right now until we know what the next sets are gonna look like. Nice fucking hands, by the way. Like, the Gix sets could be, amazing, or they could be trash. Are you supposed to be making noises? I guess not. Okay. The Gix weapons could be amazing, or they could be mediocre. We don't know yet. And then, there it goes. Bye, guys. And 12-star units are likely to launch with kind of mediocre defenses and set bonuses, but we could be wrong. Who knows? Got a cute skirt for Super Sheep tonight. Shit's good. Man, I need to... I was about to say I need to go shopping, but my mind immediately skipped to the end of the thought process, which is, I need a lot of money. I feel like I've been wearing the same shit for ages. I've got 2 pairs of jeans. Such is the life. Did I just go down one elevator and up the other without even thinking about it? Man, I'm stupid sometimes. When you just fucking autopilot? Alright, back to the daily stack, and Trick or Treat is in half an hour? Let's see how many we've got for this. Gotta go to the Waifu Defense Force sign-up spreadsheet shenanigans. Looks like we've got 10, so it's enough to run comfortably at least. I'm really hoping to just drop that Partisan like 3 times in a row, because right now the Partisan that drops from Trick or Treat, despite being Force Tech or Volgraptor meme tier, is actually one of the best Partisans in the game. If not the highest damage Partisan in the game, period. Oh, hey, wait, Winged Border Breaker is up. Maybe I ought to do a little bit of solo farming of that. Winged Border Breaker on normal is actually secretly top tier for getting, Bayari Soul stuff. Consider that a secret Tyrone Sama tip. Don't tell anyone or crash the prices of Bayari units. Can I post a picture? I mean, I guess I could stop you if I wanted to be a dick for no reason. Just make sure it's not a gigantic fucking Google URL that scrolls my chat like 10 lines and it's obnoxious for everyone to look at. How's your day? It's been good. Apart from the weird start to the stream where apparently my chat overlay spontaneously broke. It's been cozy. 4 legendary skins out of a loot box. Impossible, dude. Flat ass. I'm really glad that I ended up dropping Witch Mercy, though. This is the one problem with the lunge on Sacrifice Bite, is that sometimes at point blank, it'll whiff. It's not even really that big of a problem, it's more of like something you have to be aware of when using it. I wonder if jumping is necessary for the absolute highest speed on this. So it looks like you can step out of the end with no problems, even on the ground, so... And it does look like it gets you more mileage than, I bet aerial step gets you more because you retain a little bit of forward momentum as you fall. Plus it's more satisfying to do in general, so I'm not gonna test too hard. I ought to do a frame-by-frame comparison, though. I actually, as part of the sword guide that I may or may not be working on, I'm probably going to have to end up doing frame data measurements for all of the sword PAs on my own. Like frame advance style visual aid frame data. Cast it on the ground, step into step jump. Whoa! Hold on, hold the fucking phone. Why? Stop that. Let's see. I need to build up gear. Stop! I'm just trying to get a feel for movement tech, bro. I feel like there's some dead time in the step jump itself. What you could probably do is, let me build up gear again. Yeah, this is why I can't run step jump right now, is because 100 gear save is too important. So, you step from the ground to the air. That's pretty snappy, actually. It's a little bit of refinement to get the heights consistent, but that could probably be the fastest way of traveling, period. As far as sword stuff goes. And since some of the other hunter weapons have anything that remotely approximates skill 2 breaks overall speed of movement, it's like, eh. This is about as good as we're getting. Would you be ever willing to help me set up PPS's PP on my laptop so I can play Decidia? I would, but honestly, the tutorial that I used will do a better job. There's a host of tutorials on the Decidia community forums. And they'd probably help you a lot more than I could, because all I know about it, I basically just got from those tutorials and, like, the mediocre networking knowledge I picked up over attempting to use a computer. I still remember when I was like 16 and learning to forward ports so I could play fucking Zenodic with people. I still love the idea of hosting my own game server. That's like, that's building a community in a really direct way. I want to host a fucking Doom Instagib server. Seems like an oddly specific thing, but I would really love to. Unfortunately, my VPS is a $2 box that's basically Canadian toaster tier. When I say Canadian toaster, I don't mean to like cast doubt on the ability of Canadians to use computers or anything. I mean that it's literally based in Canada, so... Like, this is the kind of stuff you get for $2 a month. I'm not complaining, it serves my website and does file management just fine, but I'd need to rent something up that's a little more heavy duty, or just run it from my home PC and pray that my internet doesn't go down. Is there any way you can link it to me? Not at the moment, but if you really can't find it yourself, then message me after the stream and I'll see if I've got it bookmarked somewhere. I don't want to take it out. I don't want to take time out of the stream right now for tutorial stuff, as I'm sure you can understand, but if you can't find it on your own by the end, it would be fairly little effort for me to find it for you. Alright, peace, Envy. Hang in there, dude. Thanks for stopping in. 8 a.m. Ugh. I'm sorry for your loss. Is it terminal? Good God. This is why I set my times fairly late in the afternoon, so I have the morning to myself. I prefer to relax in the morning and wake up slow, if I can. Cute. These things always reminded me of the Mario enemies, the little ones with 4 segments, the Pokies. Yeah, I think back when my roomies were working full-time, they actually got their managers to give them like 10, 12-hour shifts 4 or 5 days a week. And I feel like that's a way more sustainable schedule if you can snag it. 6 days on just sounds like a nightmare. Not enough TP to get RDR to level 8. We've failed. Weirdly long loading tunnels today. Servers must be under a little bit of stress. Alright, so we got another daily that I can sandbag. Alright, mech power survey, Biomaduna, and ghost exploration. Huh. I get my learners from it tomorrow. Grats, and also I'm sorry to hear that. Driving is fucking terrifying. Straight up. I wouldn't wish the need for a car on anyone, but unfortunately a 45-minute commute is becoming more and more standard, which I can't understand at all. Alright, so it looks like I'll be locking in parties here real quick. So let's see. You got such a convenient little thing going on the Waifu Defense Force sheets. You got like, I'll see if I can fucking show it off, because I'm uncomfortably proud of this piece of garbage. We've got like, drop-down menus and shit. So, it's easy for us to, assign parties relatively quickly. Do we have... we're 11. Rats. But yeah, party's locked in. Perks of quasi-organized team play. Never have to scramble or camp blocks to get a good run. First thing my driver's ed teacher said was, driving is the most dangerous thing people do on a daily basis. Yeah, no fucking kidding. Like, I don't know. Everybody in the chat, raise your hand if you've gotten hit by a car. This is gonna be a fairly small amount of hands raised, I hope. But as someone who has gotten hit by a car, I can fucking tell you, they're heavy. Like, take the heaviest thing you can imagine slamming into you, and you're not even close. They're fucking large. Hey, head via the car, both of you? Jesus. Oh shit, I have no stances on. Jesus, more than I expected. See? This is what I'm talking about. Cars are fucking shitty. They injure people on a regular basis, and it's okay. Shit is nutty. I am alive on a technicality. I mostly got clipped. The car wasn't moving very fast, and thank God for this one. I opened up my backpack afterwards, and my chemistry book was folded at about a 90-degree angle. This is a 500-page college textbook. So, as insane as it seems, I feel like my chemistry textbook saved me from great injury that day by being a heavy and useless piece of shit. I still broke 6 ribs, though. That was nasty. Like, 6 broken ribs is probably the worst pain I've ever felt. If you guys don't know, I've got a pretty nasty bone condition that causes me to snap easier than most, so I'm no stranger to broken bones, but holy shit. Losing ribs? Your entire body tenses up because you're trying to avoid tweaking them with like a movement of a muscle in your chest or something. And so in addition to having like the pain of the fracture, you're massively tensed up and you start cramping really fast, which is pretty nasty. But yeah, fortunately the bulk of the impact is in the fucking side mirrors. But yeah, cars are crazy. The knowledge that whenever I'm behind the wheel of a car, I'm piloting a 2-ton hulking metal death machine is straight horrifying. I wouldn't wish that fate on anyone. I don't think I'm responsible enough to drive a fucking vehicle. Have you guys seen me operate day to day in real life? Like just 5 seconds ago, I went down an in-game elevator and then went back up the same in-game elevator in a span of about 5 seconds. And it took me about 30 seconds to realize what the fuck I'd done. My awareness is not strong. Driving is not good for me. What? I need my car. I couldn't live without it. That's the shitty thing, too, is that, like, American society has been built around cars. And it's America in particular because, from what I understand of a number of my European friends have told me, it's not nearly as bad over there. Which is a small mercy, I suppose. But, like, our public transit infrastructure is shit. We don't even have, like, real sidewalks or bike lanes half the time. Bike sharing the road with cars is not safe for anyone. It's a bunch of craziness. Yeah. Holy shit, I am talking about this. How many times have you gotten fucked up by a car? Like, you got some kind of death machine problems going on? I feel like I've left a lot of mobs in the center. Drivers get pissed when bikers are in their bike lanes, and pedestrians get pissed when bikers are on the sidewalk. Bikes shouldn't have to share the road ever! It's insanity. Cars are bullshit. They're expensive, they're shitty for the environment, they're expensive to maintain even if you discount shit like insurance, which is mandatory to even be driving in the first place. I almost got it manually. But we need them, and that's the worst part about it. You need a car to function and be like a productive adult. So far, I've managed to dodge that by neither being productive nor really being a real adult, but I don't know, I feel like it's a feeling that everyone has where they're waiting for the fucking serious police to show up at their door. Like, alright, you have to go do real adult things now. We know you don't know what you're doing, you've been found out, come with us. Been hit 3 times with cars and I've been in 6 accidents. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm especially afraid to bike around Phoenix, because I feel like everyone drives like a maniac here, and we have virtually no bike lanes to speak of. Also, bikes get stolen here. I had a really nice Trek that got stolen basically the first time Wes took it to work. Was pretty fucking sad. Not to mention most of the gas you put in the car is lost to a bunch of other factors. I mean, I could bitch for days about how shitty fossil fuels are. Electric cars are like... I guess I'd be okay with the entire concept of a personal, transportation capsule if we could remove all of the nasty things like having to manually operate a hulking 2-ton metal death machine. So, like, self-driving electric cars? I can dig that. I'd be on board with that. Robots are way better drivers than humans already, and they're only getting better. People like to confuse the issue by posing ridiculous trolley problem type scenarios, but the fact remains human drivers are by far the shittiest part of the car equation. You will die in fiery hell in Arizona with biking in the summer. It's actually not that bad. It's dry heat, so it doesn't kill you. But, like, you guys know that feeling when you open up your oven and you get that feeling where, like, you know you're safe, but some primal caveman brain part of you tells you to run from a fire? That's like being outside in Arizona all the time. You're biking, and it's like getting oven wind against your face. Sometimes you legit feel like you're baking. The problem with the trolley problem is it assumes your brakes don't work. The thing about the trolley problem is that, like, there are so many... It's an edge case situation beyond edge cases, and to top it off, humans will fuck up that situation too. At least robots can be programmed to make a consistent decision. They can be set up to either injure their operators or, like, the number of situations where a machine is going to determine that injury is inevitable makes up, like, a fraction of a percent of all possible driving problems. Sure, there has to be behavior defined for it, but it can be in general terms. The machine doesn't have to make a moral choice. It can be performing its attempts to minimize damage, even if damage is inevitable, because that seems like the only correct thing to do according to human morality? I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. That's not the cafe. You're correct. Why don't you do your stream running on the EQ box? My team going after me. I should probably get parties set up, though. I was trying to think if I could get away with another daily. But I'll just invite. Wet heat makes me angry. Dude, I can't stand humid places. Humidity is like... Utah summers were like living in Satan's ass crack. It's unbelievable how bad they are. I can't stand it. Utah winters, on the other hand, Utah has the most beautiful, amazing snow. It's like, ever seen Charlie Brown Christmas Special and you see those big, puffy, round flakes? Utah snow is like that. It's fucking stupid. It's broken. We also get way too much of it, but that's a separate problem. Stream, damn it. Alright, so what do we got? 4 minutes here? Alright, so we're hanging out. Running with two digital haze guests. You ever say in Cujo? I've run with them before on Bayari farming stuff. They're pretty well set up. I feel like everyone in this game is better geared than me, Jesus Christ. Mr. 6-slot attack 4 Absol mod flicked noble. I perform alright, so I'm okay with it, but man, some of the affixes these people sport just make me feel so inadequate. Yeah, Arcada, there is an open slot if you can make it. We are 11 out of 12. So if you think you can squeeze in, we can at least pick you up on subsequent runs, I guess. Alright, so let me get my camp ship set up here. I like to have password pre-typed for Team MPA so that we're not wasting time at quest start. Oh, we don't have a slot. Nice. Good night, Envy. Take care, dude. So 3 minutes here. I'll pop my boost while I'm here, I guess, just so I don't forget. It doesn't tick as long as you're in camp ship, even if a quest has been started, because somebody decided to jump down like a hero, so... Yeah, I'm still getting over the range added to Sacrifice Bite. Like, this lunge is honestly pretty enormous. Makes connecting with the PA a lot easier, and also makes it a decent option for, I saw someone doing this as well, where, like, if you're sitting right at the gate, clipped into the corner, you can slip out of the side by using Sacrifice Bite, and it'll actually move you down. Because the movement on it is marginally cheaper than Guilty Break. In terms of time cost, that is. Stop! $7.29. I really don't understand why the light bulb LA is even a thing. What a bunch of shitheads. I feel like all of us have some kind of mental problems. There it goes. And it's up. Ah, shit, I'm still on my bossing set. I keep forgetting to switch sets. Warbrave is so nice for mobbing stuff, honestly. I could comfortably run with this as my main page, but like... it kind of bothers me that I forget to switch to a tree that I specifically have for stuff like this. You can chat my set, but only in lobby, I think. If it works in camp ship, I'll be really surprised, since camp ship disables stuff like Recycle Shop. Alright, let me actually counter. Shit. Shit! Okay. Convenient little jump there. Is this thing gonna die soon? Ah, fuck it. Your guys' problem now. XD! And yo. Free Sacrifice Bite refresh. Stop. I really don't understand why Meow spawns instead of just directly spawning bosses. Like, I get it. He's a cute mascot, he's got that going on. But like, what in the actual fuck? This adds so much downtime to the EQ for no reason. Just spawn bosses on me, it's faster and it's more fun. Oh god, Miss JA on overend. Abort! Not even facing the right way. train in tight spaces is super good. Yeah, I really don't understand how you're supposed to do this boss efficiently when it's rotating at the speed of light and you can't maneuver anywhere. Plus the break patterns are completely erratic because they will allow 12 people inconsistent damage. What the fuck is that? Yes, I know I'm a baddie for not dodging. What are you gonna do about it? Fairy stones. Things that now matter. And it's fucking Meow again. The music changes in this EQ are honestly kind of schizophrenic. They last for a lot longer than they should most of the time. Are you over-ending Meow? I swear to God, turning your badge and gun. Meow did nothing wrong, except exist. Let me see what I can get, though. One, two, three, 4. Okay. Let's give it a 3 count then next time. Trying to get that bonus damage for precasting on bosses. Units that don't matter, the animated series. I feel when your team is too good so you don't get to mob as much as you want. Alright. We're gonna go out here. And the cool kid strat is actually to double back onto the bridge after this segment. Saves you a little bit of time because there's mostly just time wasters in the center. Of course, this is kind of a time waster on its own, but okay. Guess somebody decided to go forward. Neato. Fucking turn around, you shitters. Maybe we can still save it. Do we get to listen to this music for the rest of the EQ now, since that thing's just gonna be there? Who is chaining the base of a decal? What the fuck?
Completed.
There we go. Yeah, a lot of EQs like this, basically whenever Sega wants you to follow a preset path in an area, there's like a 95% chance that skipping half the path is actually better.
Completed.
1, 2, 3. Alright. The different bosses spawn in at different times, but that should be reliable enough that I should be able to get at least a reasonably efficient over-end off. OE here was probably bad though, or at least that high. Hard to get it. I should, is my mouse software on? No, it's not, okay. Sometimes when my mouse software is on, I get weird double right clicks that cause me to drop PAs. It only happens in PSO2, otherwise it's fine. So I'm assuming it's PSO2 fucking up instead of the software, but still, can't do anything about this piece of shit, so... Alright. 6 minutes, 30 seconds for a run. Not too bad. I post parse and seasonal EQs because I'm a tryhard. XD! Dude, this Marin strike damage, even in mobbing quests, is kind of amusing. Alright. The opener of this quest is always weird for me because it spawns a whole bunch of temperamental, badly behaved Gron mobs. So getting gear is sometimes kind of tricky. And I feel like I spend a lot of time whiffing on air. Like that. Exactly like that, actually. The PP management in spread mobbing quests is also kind of abysmal. I'm way better about it in beefy mobbing quests where things live longer, so it's not really costly at all to just throw out a swing and regain 90 PP. For another context, it can be, tough. More fucking robots! In particular, for stuff like Turon houses, you're basically just waiting on them to stop fucking with you. So... we blow it up before it hits the ground? Almost. We'll get there. Somebody tried to chain it. Rip them. Or maybe they got it off and I just didn't see it.
Completed.
And now we prepare. One, two, three. Ah, and see, then train spawns in too late. God, it's so inconsistent. I'm in the wrong spot. But you know what? That is okay. Sometimes it's okay to make mistakes. Hey, 130k Nova Strike ticks. Cute stuff.
Completed.
There's a spawn here, and it's Meow! Yay for another 30-second waste of my time before I get to try the precast again. Ah, you bastard. Every time Meow drops a camo, I get baited into picking it up because it's the same color as badges. Like it's the lighter red drops. Oh god, I don't even have gear because I wasn't hitting him. Well, rip me. Had us sit in missiles and it's fine. Oh, that late Marin rip. They really are waiting for something. Oh shit. See, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about, where I'll get like a step input weirdly. I haven't pinned down what causes that yet. I kind of want to switch to dedicated button-only step, but I've been using short duration double tap for a long time, and I feel like going back on it would involve some weird muscle memory and keybind changes. Shit, I should re-up Sacrifice Bite. There we go. That was pretty much already dead anyway. Alright, so now we turn, or we don't. It's a third one because coolest E-trial ever. There we go. That time we got it properly. AJ, you look younger now. What the fuck happened? I shaved and took a shower? Oh, for God's sake! My uptime! Ah! I had to do absolutely nothing on a boss. We got 3 normal attacks off. Alright. And here we are again. It looks like you can step cancel at any point now. Any point after the initial dash, at least. These are the things that I should really get in the habit of testing right after they change PAs. And see? That's so much fucking free PP with Orbit. It's so powerful. What am I getting pulled in by? Oh well, at least I can beat up the tank. Tron Miser, a good boss to fight as Hunter. Alright, he's back, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta wonder, is it ever canonically addressed whether there's how many Niaos there are? Like, is this a name or a species? Is just one furry fuck dressing up in different costumes, or what's going on here? Deepest lore. How to miss J's. I'm so fucking shit at this game, dude. This is the right height for an overend, but he's gonna move. Or just not break. So shit is useless. And he's facing the wrong way when overend comes down after all. How nice. It's dead! Alright. I'll just mass pick up because I can't be asked to sort through this. I'll do it later. We have speed to be getting through with. I've actually got an entire OTP storage full of Emperor Epi fodder. I don't have anything to use it on just yet, but I'm sure that I will before long. Alright. So I gave him a couple beats to make sure that everything was picked up. And now we begin again. 7:58 that time. Pretty slow. We'll still comfortably make it to 4 runs. And 5 is... with how many minutes remaining? 5 is possible, in air quotes, if we, like, haul ass beyond all understanding. But, eh. Is 11 PM sock shopping a bad idea? I feel like it is. I mean, like, what in particular is bad about 11 PM stock shopping? Unless you decide that a whole bunch of striped thigh highs is, like, your thing at that particular time. Software movement looks so neat. I'm jealous. It's the wrong part, but it's okay. It's just a gear opener, bro. It's just a prank. I must kill the box. It's my destiny. There we go. The fuck? Did I spawn that? I think I spawned that by going too far down the stairs or something? That's really unusual. I really didn't think I was anywhere close to that trigger. Every time we have conversations about Apprentice, it's fucking hilarious because Venus's character is named Apprentice. They were apparently originally going to be doing cosplay. Now I don't know what the fuck their plans are. A Halloween pair, a Christmas pair, and a normal pair. Ha. I mean, I'm down with Halloween thigh highs. A man who can appreciate such refined things, but... a Christmas pair, too? Going all out with the seasonal attire. Every 5 seconds I remind myself, put your fucking shoulders back. This shit is ridiculous. You have the worst posture out of anybody on Twitch.tv. Wow, I did absolutely nothing in that sequence. I'm just guilty breaking around like a fucking jackass. Good at Hunter. Do 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 do.
Completed.
Maybe the reason I value Orbit over Auster is because I have absolutely no concept of intelligent PP management whatsoever. No! Why you? Why not the Rabbit Darkers? Fuck off. Alright. The Summoner's charging Marin off that. So good. 1, 2, 3. And it will never be the right timing for Train. I think I just have to outright guess whether it'll be 3 or 4 seconds. Which is super lame, but hey, such as seasonals, I guess. God damn it. Why am I so shit at Train? Guess I'm never routing the Tokyo TA.
Completed.
Sockdreams.com. Good URL. I want to steal that. They're stacked! Oh my god, yes! Yes! Fucking annihilated. Stacked decals destroyed at the speed of fucking sound. Turn around quickly before we fuck it up.
Completed.
It's dead! The trick is to call him dad in chat every time, then he'll return to you with parental affection more frequently. Works every time.
Emergency. Code. Attack.
Hey man, socks are serious business. Did I just try like 3.5 seconds? Yeah, I double tap stepped there. Weird. I don't usually run into that. It at least allows me to set up for Taja early, which has some obvious value. Did I drop Sacrifice Bite? I can't tell in this particle chaos.
Change over. Code. Q.
Where? My god, the code readouts are so fucking lagged behind. Alright. Easy 4 runs. 5 runs if we're like gods. $200 long? 200-inch long socks sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. I'm assuming that was some flavor of typo. Unless socks are just measured in some way that my feeble mind can't fathom. Is Crest playing Sword? What the fuck? Why? Hello? Vinish did pretty well that run, though. They were basically staying level with me, although I also played like complete ass that run, so is that a legitimate defense? I played badly, that's my excuse. Like, what? I thought I could do the option select where it can hit either part there. There's a certain height where you can get away with that. Look at the picture in the link and you'll see where they're 200 inches. Okay, now I'm curious. I'll have to open that after this run. And my Zerkrigasm? I have never dropped a 13-star from this quest. Everyone else is talking about getting like 3 partisans per run. I'm just sitting here like, oh, it's my best in slot for my weakest weapon type, and I can't ever fucking drop it. How nice. Okay, so it is Rabbit Darkers. I gotta be moving a little bit ahead of the pack here. Not really actually getting hits off in those situations. Never stop wasting PP on guilty breaks that go nowhere. The Tyrone's on my way. Yeah, with 200 points thus far, absolutely no chance of 5 runs. Kind of unfortunate. I don't even know why I'd bother war crying things that are gonna die this fast. So what's with all the new character songs? Is Sega trying to like market new merch or something? Is that what's going on here? Oh, my sacrifice bite is down. Right, sacrifice bite can go down. Got me in the mood to play PSO2 again, but then I just remembered it was never installed due to me getting a new computer. Bodied! Rip. Yeah, the install process is kind of rough, too. Like, for a lot of people, it can be a super long download. I kind of wish there was, like, an up-to-date English language torrent, so that you could skip the process of getting fully patched and installed from the, tweaker. The whole tweaker, quantum method, though, is actually a lot faster on downloading patches. I don't know if that applies to the initial download as well. But I've had way better luck with Quantum in terms of getting quick updates installed, even large ones. I can't wait for alt. I'm probably gonna be running it format as much as I run it in Pugs. And it'll be interesting to see the difference, since this is the first time I've really been active at a time where alt was alive. Makes me seem like a super scrub, I know, but my whole process of getting good was fairly recent. Oh shit, wrong PA. I don't have the time these days. Yeah, PSO2 is very kind as a catch-up game, though. Like, you really don't have to play very often, or at all, in order to stay up to date and be running the latest content releases. Which is something that makes it more attractive to me as a player who's not always able to spend consistent time on MMOs. I very much dislike it when my video games start feeling like a job, where I have to clock in every day, you know? That shit will turn me off a game really, really fast. Slow walk. I use Massive Hunter less and less nowadays. Charge parrying covers for it pretty naturally. But there's still definitely times, especially in like heavier mobbing quests, where it's worthwhile to have around. In weird network conditions especially, where you're not sure if your client is going to send ticks fast enough to get automate to respawn quickly, it can be super valuable in making sure you don't get fluke one-shot. One or two shot, really. Hey, buddy. I don't know why I always hard block on Meow. Weird habit that seems to come from nowhere I can identify. God damn it, I did it again. I can at least guarantee the Zeta grunts here, so I should learn the timing for that in particular. Every boss has a different length intro animation. Like, Quartz shows up really late because he likes to dunk on you from the sky. Dude is like a guided missile. Alright, there we go. I really wish PSO2 got a configurable loot filter like Path does. It would make the entire process of playing this game a little easier when you don't have to manually sort through the ridiculous amounts of trash that's spit out of every boss. What is that sword? It looks OG as fuck. That is a sword camo released in the FF14 collab. It's called the Deathbringer. Accurately named. Also edgy as shit. Sword Partisan and Double Saber camo, which is the main reason I wear it, because it's it allows me to cover my shitty Sega Partisan. So let me get this capped. Max hit Rafoy from Shauna. That's pretty cool. Gonna go look at those sick-ass socks. Alright. You've sufficiently baited me. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. These are crazy. I feel like I'd be uncomfortable wearing these. Also, these are $80 socks. What the fuck? Yeah. Nice. Attackers might be trying to steal your information from images2.powerreviews.com. Fuck it! Nice image. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I feel like there's a point where you need to stop regarding sock length. And this is pretty far past it. Like, I guess I can understand the appeal, but definitely not my thing. Not to wear, at least. Alright, so let me, untech really quick. My mouse macro bugged out on me earlier and caused me to spam about 45 lines of E in the PSO2 Discord. So I'm doing things manually for now until I can find an alternate solution. Because I'm really tired of PSO2 and macro interactions bugging everything out. I can dig that for winter socks, I guess. I understand the value of that, at least. And so here's how we sort, because the game doesn't let you search your inventory for some reason. Sort by lock. Take everything, dump it into character storage. Go to character storage, search Emperor, and take all of this and dump it into OTP storage, where I'm waiting to sell or use it. Then take the remainder of it, scan through what's left, making sure that you don't toss your modulator weapons. Is Garon's Soul worth anything? Ooh, yeah. So 5-slot Garon's Soul weapon, that could be something. I'll price check that in a bit. 5-slot Garon's Soul weapon again. Holy crap, it's so much nothing. So, Garon's Soul, new type weapons, number of abilities, 5. And it's worthless! Sick. I love how consistent the market is in this game. Alright. I guess I can throw these overboard now. And where was I keeping my modulators? All storage, modulator. Alright, so these are in premium storage? Huh. Alright, I guess I won't question it too hard. I'll work out my storage system later. Alright, so so I think in an hour and a half we've got Profound Darkness. Yep. So, gonna get signed up for that comfortably. And back to the daily stack. So we need Coast Explorer and Bile Meduna, and that's it? Okay. I'm kinda sore that I have to do Coast Exploration again. I remember when I thought Bile Meduna was such a cool boss, though. Subdue... I know there's a dedicated quest for it in, Is there? Oh, no, it's Freefield boss, isn't it? Must just be potato today. I'm surprised it doesn't give you the quest marker. How many times have I fucking slouched down in my chair today? God damn it. It ruins my mic position and it ruins my posture. I need to, like, belt myself to my fucking chair. We're a goddamn... one of those things that starts making, like, obnoxious beeping noises whenever you slouch. We got an accelerometer inside them. Like, I spend way too much time at my fucking desk to shit on my posture this badly. I've already got scoliosis, it's not helping. Alright, yeah, now that I set my mic back to cardioid mode, when I turn my head away, you can barely fucking hear me. Sick. I figured out that it was set to Omni a while back, somehow. I don't know when I did that, but I'm a huge potato, and I should never be trusted with audio equipment. So this is just a boss kill, so I can speedrun it. We switch to TPS, Guilty Break, when we're likely to lock on to enemies by mistake, which wastes PP and time. And yes, I do have the map over my character. I have a bad habit of doing this. Kill more socks. She's going ham. This does actually seem noticeably quicker. I just need to work on making sure that I release Guilty Break at the earliest possible time. Fuck. And also not stepping before I release it. What the fuck is wrong with me? Take a guess here on where the actual exit is. I'm actually weirdly nervous about tonight's PD. I don't know why, but it's the first team run that we'll be doing on stream in a while, and I hope we can give you guys a good showing at least. Our PD runs are pretty inconsistent right now based on the players we bring and some damage variance issues. We managed to hit sub 6 pretty recently, and you can see that on my YouTube channel if you missed the run. But... alright, I'm still in a party. Sick! I'm really hoping for 5:30 because that sub 6 run had some issues with loading in. We lost about 10 seconds to server load, and then we lost probably close to 10 seconds from the starting double pattern. It gave us Carnival to start, which is easily the worst possible permutation of things to happen. How to miss JAs, cause you're panicked. Yeah, PD is Profound Darkness. I guess technically the quest is referred to now by the revamped name Perennial Apocalypse, used to refer to Profound Darkness version 2, the one with super temperamental double and gigantic ridiculous shit meme beams, but we still call it PD because that's what it is. So how many do we have tonight? Let's see how many of our heavy hitters are lined up. Red Mage is here, Cress is here. Mizo performs pretty well, and Versia, I don't think we've taken him before, so it'll be interesting. Freya on Summoner Bouncer, for some reason. No, break stance, duh. I had to take a moment, the gears in my head were grinding. So they're looking probably to hit precasts on double to go for a phase skip. Without another summoner, that's unlikely though, unless we can somehow divert everyone to the back point in time. Which is... about as unlikely as anyone in our team actually playing a competent force, unfortunately. Did I need tacos? I think I do need time attacks, so I'll see if I can get those done before PD as well. Welcome back to hell! I'm a slave to Clotho because I don't know how to merch correctly. Fortunately, I don't really have anything that I need to spend my cash on now. I've got plenty of time to stockpile some cash for the inevitable disaster that the second set of 12-star units is going to be. Alright, since I'm on SH Harkatan, let's go ahead and pick that up. Since I'm mad lazy and I hate Harkatan, I do 4 sets of VH Traces followed by 1 SH Harkatan. Traces is a more enjoyable quest for me in general, because I feel like it lacks some of the weirder temperamental aerial mobs that Sword can struggle with at times. Nova Strike has a surprising vertical disjoint on it, so you can use that if you're clever about it, but moving flight mobs are generally a bad thing for anybody who's melee. I don't mean to make it that they're like a major time loss, but they're irritating enough to chase down that I'd rather just not deal with them in the first place. Alright, I should try this now. Sick! So that actually works, which is awesome. I feel so liberated right now. Question mark? What's got you feeling free? Can I please reach you? Are you both dead? Okay. I didn't notice that I clicked the second one. My parents would have forced me to sleep by now, but I moved out. Hey, grats! So where are you located right now? I definitely know the feeling. Moving out was, like, kind of surreal for me, but very definitely for, like, the first couple of months, really, I'm like, holy shit, I'm setting my own rules. Is this allowed? One-bedroom apartment. Nice, you got your own place and everything. Sick. We're actually thinking of moving to a 3-bedroom soon, which is appropriate because we have 3 people. Right now, Daryl's space is basically the living room. We walled it off with some hung curtains and some cardboard boxes taped over the counter in the kitchen. But a 3-bedroom place would mean that we can actually have, like, a quasi-real living space. Get a fucking Steam Link set up, decent sound system. Because right now, whenever we're playing games together, it's either on our separate setups, or we all cram in here and use my shitty 24-inch monitor. It's kinda shitty, but it's yours, and nobody can take that from you. Except your landlord, but fuck that guy. It's actually, I ought to go take some pictures of the setup sometime. It really is not as poverty as it sounds. Like, it's pretty poverty. We live pretty frugally in exchange for not having to work our fucking lives away. But we do alright for ourselves. I don't ever want to make it seem like I'm living in squalor, because I'm actually, like, all things considered, I'm streaming and doing internet bullshit what is effectively full-time, and I still manage to attain a reasonable quality of life. I think that's a fucking blessing every time I think about it. I'm good at double! My god, that was beyond slow. 3 minutes, because I'm not even paying any attention. $40 minutes. If I clip into the corner here, I'll be facing the right way when I get out, won't I? Nice! That's so quick, too. You start falling, like, almost instantly. Can I use it for area transitions as well? Yes, I can! That's so good! Please move forward. Thank you. Better. Yeah. I wonder if I'll clip the houses right on accident. I love those rare little moments where the houses actually cooperate with you somewhat. So much about routing traces for time is just waiting for the houses to fucking cooperate. You need the houses to cooperate, you need decals to stack in a convenient fashion, you need Wolgs both to charge if you don't have a Zondil to forcibly group them, and you need Zesh to do his fucking face slam early so you can clip into his head. Like this. Except not like that, because I fucked it up. And because that wasn't the real face slam anyway. You're looking for the extended slam so you can actually stay inside his model. Too far. You soloing shit right now? Well, not hard shit, but yes. Like, I could probably go make another XH Traces attempt if I had a little bit more time, considering that I've improved both as a player and in terms of gear since then. I feel like I could probably do it on my Psyche set instead of having to fall back to the ideal HP set. I used my ideal set, which is like HP City and a Guts drink. I felt like such a shitter when I was clearing. Meanwhile, UD takes fucking PA drink, and he still has like 20% more attack, 40% more HP, and 30% more PP than I do. And I'm sitting there like, where are you getting all these stats from, bro? I know F Newman bases are bad, but what the fuck? How do you even do that? But yeah, I guess the cool kid way to jump down from campship and TAs now is clip into the barrier and then sacrifice bite type 0 your way down. I'm not even sure if any other class can do that faster. Can you dead approach at that angle and get it? Move forward, please. When you fuck up your JA and don't hit second rank. I've been unusually bad about JAs today. Timing's been off. Your mag looks like it hates you right now. My mag hates me pretty much all the time. It'll survive, though. I can't be asked to keep on buying monomates to keep it happy. Okay, that I've never seen before. Oh god, I'm so bad. Did I really not kill you? That's new. Huh. The conversation in our team chat right now. How much does it cost to download like 50 more RAM? It really should be Rising Edge here, since the height is kind of important. Like, you're not hitting weak points unless you're at Rising Edge height, or the hitboxes of certain attacks are working with you. See, that's what you want to do, is you want to clip inside his body here, so you're hitting the head and you skip the whole charade where you have to break apart. I wonder if people use Tokyo burgers for TAs. Like if there are any routes that basically demand it. Because that seems exactly like the kind of dumb shit that TAers would end up doing. Fuck me with a rake. The funniest thing about this last room is that it can actually be like optimized to literal perfection based solely on double. Like you can get the double fight frame perfect pretty trivially in a full party. Like about the 100 attack food? Nah, PP burgers. The plus 50 on use. Is it the Tokyo burgers or is it the other ones? I think it's the other ones. Tokyo burgers are like HP. How many runs has that been so far? Client orders. Alright, one more of this, and then one of SH Arcatan. Yeah. Yes, it's required for best time on almost every TI in the beta. Jesus! So on every attempt, is it at least late in the route? You'd think it would be late in the route, because most TAers are getting a lot of passive regen from moments of downtime and have large base pools, so you'd only be running dry in like weird situations. Yeah. What a drag, though. I'm too far forward. But everything worked out okay because this game is bad. No rings? Fine, I'll just kill you with body damage. Fuck it. Most don't use them until at least day 2. Alright, so if you brick your run early, you at least don't have to spend something right away. Why do I do this? Why do I forget to swap pallets? Fuck, dude, I'm playing like ass tonight. Try to do the cool kid thing. You clip behind him and kill all the houses at once. Great. Did I not hear the audio cue for this thing exposing? Weird. The way the houses rise when they do the little sidestep thing, the number of times that that's caused me to miss the top node is so awful. It's not like you're gonna fail no matter how ass you play. Yeah, just Hunter things. But like, I'm still pretty ass mad about it. When I know I can be doing better. I wonder if I can just kill Zesh to body damage here. Really? What a prick. Alright, it's 28, so... Please step forward. Guess not. And now Double stops taking damage and fucks off to space in this ridiculously long. Is my step window set higher? Basic setting is... no, it's short delay. Shit, dude. I'll have to just turn it off. I feel like I've changed the way I move recently that might require me to use manual step. Well, I only use it once in PD, and that's for stepping through walls if I'm caught on the wrong side, so shouldn't be too hard to remember. And now SH Harkatan. And Milorandul can look away right now because I'm sure this will make you fucking sick at how inefficiently I do it. Harkatan, SH. Harkatan is weird, mostly because of the flyers, but also because, like most of the shittier TAs, it has RNG associated with mob patterns, XD. That was the worst ride slasher. I should go fucking Tekker Hunter for this. Just Zandil code edge stuff. Oh god, what? Alright! My double tap to step is disabled. Fuck! I used that more than I thought. Uh-oh. That's gonna take a while to get used to. Thought my keyboard was sticking for a second. I don't even know if there are efficient strats as Hunter other than like Nova Strike all things. Oh my god, no, I can't play like this. Absolutely not. Holy shit, I use it so much for small adjustments and I never even noticed. I'm like, oh, I don't step that much. The human here. Nice positional stance, asshole. How to correctly play the game. I feel like this shouldn't be taking nearly as long as it does. That was just a flat-out miss JA because I guess I missed JAs today. I'm still going to get used to the new Nova Strike range as well. I imagine that changes your positioning pretty significantly. I never even activated Sacrifice Bite. What the fuck is wrong with me? Sometimes you can get away with that depending on the distance at which it connects, so. I've also never seen these front spawn. I am the slowest of the slow. I should really just spend a day or two to optimize Harkatan to like a semi-reasonable extent. It probably involves actually using my mobbing tree, because Warbrave would be a fantastic thing to have here. But I've been too lazy to change it for ages. Do guilty break too much in this as well. Should be a little bit more focused on renting far right slashers. Oh my god, the range seems so inconsistent now. Sometimes it'll hit everything, but sometimes it hits nothing. Please don't clip through me. Gal, why do you do this? I know. Real men just guard it. What the fuck? I'm playing really ass like today in particular. It's like my controls just aren't cooperating with me. I'm having mechanical issues. Shit is strange. Oh well. Taco Cash is Taco Cash. No! Stop. Stab him. They look strong as shit, but then you just one-shot them. That seems like PSO2 in a nutshell, as long as you're like a player who gives a single shit about actually progressing in the game. The difficulty is pretty much perfectly tuned for casual players, but they forgot to give people who actually give a shit an alternative. So you just kind of run around being a huge overpowered piece of shit. It's actually ridiculous. Alright, 35. I'll do XQs later. Fuck that noise for now. This is gonna bother me. I know that I'm keeping it for the daily boost, but it's just gonna irritate the hell out of me. Alright, I have one more Coast Explorer to run. And I actually need to A-rank it this time. Be smart, AJ. We use RODOS as our potato check for our team recruitment. If you can't kill RODOS in one harpoon, then you need to look elsewhere because you're not ready for XH difficulty. But when I think about it, I wonder how many people can actually meet that requirement, like out of the general player base who's at level 70 or higher. You know, people who are technically permitted to play XH content. I wish we had, like, some more statistics on, like, average distribution for time attack times and gear levels and shit like that. If Sega made those statistics public, it would probably do more harm than good, but I'd at least enjoy poring over them, getting a sense for where the average player lies. Not a lot, which is weird. You think so? I mean, I guess I'm not surprised. Like, the game does a pretty terrible job of reminding players that they can do better. Like, there's virtually no in-game performance auditing. Most relevant content is done in 12-mans, where your individual performance is tough to determine without any kind of third-party log parser or whatnot. Basically, a lot of people are bad because they don't know they're bad. It's weird. Obviously, it's not profitable for Sega to focus on telling people to get good, I guess, but It seems like they'd actually get a lot of returns if they gave their more hardcore player base a little bit more time, since I'd imagine these are the people who are like logging fuck tons of hours and blowing cash on premium for 20% week drink and shit like that. Keep people engaged and like your game will grow pretty much regardless. What is the range on that shit? It's huge. On which attack? Because they're all pretty huge. That's kind of what Sword does. You got a big fucking weapon and you swing it around like a monkey. If you can't complete a basic MPA 3 times in 30 minutes, then you're not doing well. Yeah. That's got so many variables, though. Like, it's so easy to get carried by the 11 other people in your group. And the weirdest thing is when players that are supposed to be experienced and somewhat knowledgeable say things like, dude, I keep getting held back by pugs, pugs are so AIDS. Like, that's true in a number of situations, but when people are complaining about consistently failing TD4 because of pugs, it kind of, to me, shows a lack of awareness. Like, I haven't been in that position for a while. I do team runs for most things now. But that's a pretty recent development. We didn't used to have enough players to actually get team runs consistently. And I never really struggled with pugs because I kind of accepted it as my challenge to do everything, you know? Like, if that's what you're given, if these are the constraints that you're working under, then you still gotta own the results, you know? Your basic swings are large. Yeah. That's Sacrifice Bite type 0. It applies that glowing blue buff that gives me increased range of my basic attacks, as well as some major increased damage. The blue glow also grants 20% general damage, that applies to Photon Arts as well. Keeping it up 100% of the time was very important for sword damage in the past, but now that it lasts 3 minutes instead of 40 to 60 seconds, it's way easier. As a pro blocks, you notice folks in regular XH can't clear Halloween 3 times in under 25. Yeah. Like, I haven't really noticed a change in my overall quality of runs since starting to use expert blocks. It's, you go about the same speed the majority of the time, but you skip the full potato runs, and so I can only imagine what the hell is going on in normal XH blocks now that most people who were carrying them have switched to pro blocks. Jesus Christ. Haley, what the fuck? Apparently, according to Sega metrics and shenanigans, 25% of players currently have the title required to enter expert blocks. 20% of, I think, active players at level 70 or above. What's how they phrased it? Because that number would be way lower if they included, like, inactive characters or low levels and stuff. But yeah, I'm waiting way too long to actually end my charges, I think. I'm like waiting, you see charge level 1, you see charge level 2, and then I wait a beat beyond that to release. I don't really know where I picked up that muscle memory, but kind of a bad habit. I was playing with friends and the potato was real. I wanted to run back to pro. I did a run on TD4 and XH block. It's not fun. Yeah, I can only imagine. Like, because you think... If you think the 25% of players who are capable of clearing Heaven or Hell 1 through 5, you think if you get about the same distribution of those players in every MPA, then you think there's a party out of 3 that is composed of players who know what they're doing. And that 4-man group is gonna be pulling the majority of the weight, by far. So, like, you take that 4-man out and replace it with another 4-man of potatoes. And And then you do so for every MPA on the entire block. Panic. I'm gonna save that and watch it later, Haley. Alright, so let's turn this in. And it's about 18 minutes until PD. Can I do XQs in that time? I'd rather not stress myself. Besides, I prefer to be waiting in cafe well before MPAs like this go off. So who have we got waiting? Ooh, only 9 out of 12. Ouch. Hopefully we'll pick up some more in the last 15 minutes, because I do see some people online, but... Daily reminder that PD. Sign up, kids. Back when PS4 released, the same feeling. Potatoes lack Tekker mains. See, I'm kind of surprised because, given the amount of shitty players who have been praising stuff like Hunter Braver Dragon Slayer as the end of traditional swordplay, because, you know, they don't understand numbers, you'd think that Wand Smack gameplay would appeal to a lot of people, since Hunter Braver Dragon Slayer is basically Tekker but with a bigger wand. Is that just me? I should change back my costume. Let's get dressed up. Yeah! While I would love to push for time, we are lacking team attack buff. For fuck's sake! Are we really missing team attack? I feel like this always happens at the worst possible times. Also, holy shit, the Yamato team room is terrible. We should change that as soon as we get RDR level 8, but I don't want to waste team points on it right now. Like, the Yamato team room is so lazy. Oh my god. How awful. I should do a team MPA tomorrow that's just, 4-man parties clearing Subdue Zaoda as fast as possible. With somebody sitting in do you still get team points if you're sitting in the camp ship? You have 183k, and we need 200k for RDR level 8. But you can sit on top of the ship. Like, this is just Yamato, but with the moving entities removed and with different ambient lighting. Look at that lazy-ass horizon. That flat-ass fucking plane, this ridiculous tiled water. How is it that you clip to the very top again? Can you stand here? You can. Oh, fuck. So I think I have to go up the back? There's also rappy buoys. Are there? I didn't see. What's the requirements for your team? Be interested in optimized play, focused on improvement in pushing times, be able to one-cycle SH RODOS, and generally try not to be a gigantic dickhead. Also, you must be cool with parser use, because we use it for analysis. What do you think about the 13-star weapons you get with gold tokens? Welfare, mostly. It's like, I wouldn't really bother with any of them personally. Except for, like, the code edge for memeing, because spell swords are kind of my aesthetic, and I want to find a way to make them work, even if it's clearly impossible within the game's constraints. Fuck, how do I actually... Is there a way to get all the way on top? I haven't seen anyone doing that, but I imagine there's gotta be some way of doing it. Should I... Can I photon share? That is... the shadow play overlay, not my photon share. What the fuck? I really gotta change that key binding. Most of those 13 stars, the main benefit is that they're all class. Otherwise, their potentials and raw stats are kind of bad, so they're okay as stopgap weapons, but I wouldn't use them for long periods of time. If you have the excess badges, use them to grab something else. Oh hey, there's the Rappy Buoy. I could show you after Yamato if you still can't get it. Or wait, just now, I'm stupid. Alright, let me go unlock the team room, since I think it's still locked from when some fuckhead tried to hold a wedding here. I don't know, somebody was getting married to an NPC. It was weird. They apparently decided not to do it in their team room since they got raided by fucking VG or something, and so they came to us. And I don't understand why. So let me unlock the team room real quick. Team expansion. Oh hey, it is unlocked. Sick. Somebody fix that for me. So here's my zone. So if you want to stop by the Waifu Defense Force team room, show me the sick route. I mean, like, I would absolutely wife the X-Cube shop girl too, but there are limits. You don't fucking hold a wedding for that shit. Especially not with someone else who's made a character file to mimic the NPC. I'm already there. Where the fuck are you then? Show me some text. Where you be? I need a bubble to figure out where you are. Lucky you can target the gun all the way through there. Can I get this little nub here? I'm wondering if there's a way to just jump up on the guns. Do I have to? Yep. Oh, good. Well, that's pretty helpful. Can I look at your equipment real quick? Sure thing, I guess. So, 5-slot Orbit Sword, Pot 360 LE, 4-slot Partisan that I'm currently working on replacing, Shifta Boots, 5-slot Psyche with decent times, Extension level 10 because this is a set I've been using for a while, and then plus 20 Hunter Gear saving killing bonus rings. Pretty standard stuff. Alright, come around to the middle. Incoming. Oh fuck, okay. So let's see it. Alright, so flip up the ladders. Truly, this is the power of a real TAer. Alright, flip up here. Ooh! That's the real shit. Alright, and then... Oh, right, you gotta clip up on these, I think? And you really have to run against the wall. What the fuck? How does that wizard shit work? Wait, where did you... Okay. And then from here... Hop, skip, and a jump. And easy ride from there. Hey! Winner. You can even get all the way up there. Oh, it's got a sit point. That's cute. I had no idea it had a sit point. Nice. How did you get the armor? I just bought my Psyches with 11-star passes. I dropped a couple of Risa units and exchanged them using the premium pass exchange thing. I wouldn't go for Psyches right now because new unit sets are coming out, but the other way to get them would just be to run Tokyo bonus keys and farm Giga Gunagum. You can get triggers for him. I believe they're still in Casino Shop. Dude, why do you have to run against the wall? That's so crazy. I guess I feel a little bit better about this room if they bothered to put a sit point up there. No! Fuck. 12-star grind hell. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the first line of 12-star units for sure. Fuck that noise. They probably have terrible set bonuses in defense anyway. I'll wait for like the second ones. Even though it'll hurt me not to have step jump, because my god, step jump is just the most convenient way to sheath an orbit ever. Why? Why do you do this? Let me out of hell! Fuck it. Load of crap. Alright, so 8 minutes. What is going on with the T-pose, LA? Alright, so it looks like we've only got 9, so we'll be running undermanned and this will be pretty slow, but we can do our best. You can jump in the sea back to team room. Hey, that's kind of cool. Alright, so let me just set provisional parties here. I guess I'll put Cress in charge of the gunners, so... Liza, Anders. I'll take the hunters, so that's Venus and Crystallize. And then Red Mage will take Freya and Getsuko. Only 9 is kind of weird, but we'll do what we can. I swear to God, you change looks every 5 seconds. I never recognize your character. Waiting on Crystallize here, so... Are we? Yeah. Here I was thinking you were just abusing faults in the game. Yeah, I didn't expect the sit point as well. The sit point is like kind of a tacit acceptance that the developers knew you could get up there. So I can appreciate that at least. What was I gonna do? I'll ditch the dress for now. Not feeling fancy. We'll go back to our sick-ass layered wear hoodie pants setup. You guys take stragglers if you're a few men down. If you're willing to follow basic instructions, sure thing. Come to block 40 and you can fill if we've still got slots. Yeah, which we're likely to have. Might be taking a straggler from Twitch chat. So be aware of that. Hey Jenny! What's up? Long time no see. Man, when family grades your stream and you're not ready. What was that exchange on Twitter? I didn't get to read it yet, but I tabbed into TweetDeck and I saw my name mentioned like 8 times. I'm doing alright. How's yourself? What you been up to lately? I'm sick again, so there's that. Good! Rip. Do I still have my display capture on? Yeah. Sup, other Martinez. That's a good way to refer to family. Smaller Martinez. Last time Dad came in here, this fat just fucking jumped on him. Hi, Tyrone's dad! Which is fucked up because people are referring to me as Tyrone. That's uncomfortable. I'm the straggler. Alright. Alright, so TLDR for strategy. Parts rush during the PD fight. Weak bullet, left part always. And just wail away on it. Ignore bits and other parts. Probably no triggers without 12 of 12. No skip, since this isn't a time run I'd prefer. For people to get experience with double. Either way doesn't matter to me. Wow. Yeah, I only just worked out that Bobby streamed. Just visited their page like a couple hours ago and it's like, hey, we've got a thing in common, let's go. I might have to check out some of their VODs sometime. See what kind of broadcast they run. I am saving Star Gems for the next seasonal MPA that benefits summoners. Yes, we have dedicated techer. Oh shit, we do have 12-12? Shauna's coming to Phil. What a god. Plays lots of Slender. Yeah, the horror games make it the big bucks on Twitch. Good night, Hikari. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I feel like I lose so many people towards the end of these streams. Like, I wanted to do late stuff because I feel like there's a dearth of late night content on Twitch, but at the same time, when everybody's falling asleep during your stream, it's like, don't you care about me? She screams very loud. I can imagine. I'd probably scream like a bitch if I ever did horror games. Not like the fun kind of screaming like a bitch, though. Like a lot of people do, where like, they get scared and it's cute and funny. Do you remember that time when Dad showed me a screamer, one of the find the difference between the two pictures things? And when the screamer went off, I actually cried for like 5 minutes. Yeah, no skip because not timed. We're missing heavy hitters and no attack drink. Yes, you do remember. That's how I react to horror games. It's bad. Don't know how much sleeping I'm gonna do if I just went to the ER regardless of how much I dislike him. Shit. Do you know what happened, or would you prefer not to talk about it? Seems like the sort of thing that deserves a conversation, but I don't know. How do I feel this social situation? Oh. I wish we got a video. You probably would have been famous. God, I don't think I could live that down. I don't think I could handle it. I'm so sad we have no attack drink right now, for real. God, I'm missing RDR too. I've popped like so many boosts today. I didn't even bother to farm weak drink, and I definitely won't be taking buff food this time. Just lazy run for now. Heart palpitations and chest pains going on for about 5 hours. Yikes. Well, best wishes, I guess. Shit's scary. Four-minute concert boost. Nice. If possible, get in the call. Ah, shit, I don't have the time to set up the voice settings without blowing your guys' ears out, so I guess I'm going, mute. Which sucks because we use voice to call out panic. Like, we'll say panic C2 and the techer will be ready. Without a verbal call out for panic, it's easy to miss. Nice, easy pattern. No, we missed it. Rip, need that 20%. Okay, I'm burning mad PP. This is gonna break in a second anyway, so... Really? There we go. That was pretty slow. Alright, so now... I'm totally on the wrong side to be doing actual damage. Plus no weak bullet. So rip my entire existence. It rotated back to the same spot? Why does that never happen when I'm ready for it? Oh god, and now no PP. And cars. This is just fantabulous. Thank God for being Hunter. Alright, so... a couple ticks of super treatment. Pocket, you fucked up! sitting in panic pools for no actual reason. Please clear this, thank you. I would have rezzed that, but usually a majority of damage in these runs. I don't have the PP for overhead! Shit! I hope we get it anyway. There we go. Summoner to, we got summoner insurance. So, Sansa, you are Tekker Hunter, I'm assuming? Since max hit, want hit? So double was okay for no attack drink and kind of a weirdly assembled party, but PD might be a little bit messier. I don't know if we have the damage for a proper part rush here. We're gonna try it anyway because it's a strat we need to get used to, but I don't know what I expect. So I discard my Dimates here to make sure that I keep myself up safely, because damage is kind of spiky in this fight. And I guess I'll drop my moons because I don't intend to use these things. This fight is so cool after the revamp. It's kind of silly that we're able to phase skip like the way we are, but it's still a really cool encounter. Definitely one of my favorites in the game right now. So I need to buff up immediately. Gear opener. And then for maximum burst, we dodge Ride Slasher and Guilty Break. Ride Slasher is actually really efficient if you can hit all 4 hits with stance bonus. And this fight is one of the only situations where you can actually get away with that. Break guard that because we're mad lazy. Leaves me at kind of low HP. Okay, Arrested Ticks there. Alright, need to regen here. And the perfect time for the phase change. So now we get the entire suite of downtime attacks, which is super nasty. Swipe, and then back again. 3. Oh no! The other part's too close. Flipped away from that for a second. So we get a Charged Volgraptor off. Oh wait, no, that's not Bitch Rape. What the fuck am I thinking? God, what am I, a fucking idiot? I don't think I've ever made that mistake before, so I guess it's the first time for everything. And I have to reapply Sacrifice Bite since I swapped weapons. No weak bullet, so I should focus on regeneration for now. God, I tried to step it. Dying to Claw Grab is pretty exciting. So I've got no year for the precast here, which is pretty nasty. I fucked up that whole section pretty badly. That's kind of unusual. So we'll massive here. Miss J on Ride Slasher, but I still got 1, so it's okay. Alright, got the precast. I have absolutely no PP in this situation. Usually on timed runs I'll use a burger here, but the burger lets me get 3 Volgs off while still going super ham on bits and precasting over him beforehand. But it didn't bother this time, since it's not a timed run. No weak bullet. Late weak bullet is saddening. Usually it'll blow up instantly, so I feel safe going for the dumb stuff there. OE precast here. We tank Meme Beam like a baller because we don't care about anything. Slow break, but still didn't manage to get the last hit off. And then hit it till it dies. Yeah. I fucked up pretty badly there, but for no setup, that was alright. Gotta get the screenshot. $8.24. Lol. Alright, so waiting for stuff to clear here. Oh god, I hate when cursor gets stuck like that when you open chat at the wrong time. Apparently Crystal Eyes forgot how to play. Yeah, we got our other two hunters kind of occupying the same space on damage list. So yeah, that was a pretty mediocre showing, but at least people who haven't seen quasi-organized PD stuff can get a visual on how quickly the fight is supposed to work. We're capable of cutting 2 or 3 minutes off that on good days where we have consistent damage, team attack, etc., where people prepare with farmed weak drink, raid food, etc. Because really, double just comes down to how consistently people can be in the right positions and put out burst. PD is just straight up how much damage do you deal, because it all comes down to the timing of the phase skips. That's sick. Crush got an invade unit. Nice. Oh, nice. And now we get to manually mashed attack because my macro is shot. It's a whole load of fucking nothing since we didn't get any 13-star notifications. Wouldn't it be nice if I dropped our Stair Partisan literally today? In a perfect world, you know? I drummed both fingers in the enter button. Real strats. Is my camera zoomed in or something? Look at there. Drum roll, please. Clean out the inventory. I guess I'm probably gonna start wrapping up. Maybe move over to something a little bit more down-tempo before closing out the stream. Although it seems like people are getting tired on me, so... Spirit of 4, 5-slot weapon? Worth anything? I imagine people don't go for Spirit often, so... I'll keep it, but I'm not expecting anything when I price check it. But if you have any questions about, like, general mechanics stuff, recent balance changes, how to sword... about our team. Trying to learn how to get stronger in this game. Well, what exactly do you mean? Well, all the Spirit of 5 stuff is just Emperor fodder. Is there anyone on your team who could help me optimize my characters? I don't normally invite Stone Cold randoms to the Waifu Defense Force Discord, but if you whisper me on Twitch, I'll shoot you a temporary invite link, and you can ask around, since I know it can be kind of hard to get reliable information in community discords and stuff like that. You get all kinds of weird bullshit information, you know? I feel like I threw something out. My inventory looking a lot smaller than usual. 5.6 mil off invade rear. What a hero. I guess I'll do XQs and then... What was that stall? That's crazy. But yeah, I'll do XQs and then probably call it a night. Already got the orders, so... We're gonna fuck off to space. But yeah, Sansa, thank you for coming and filling a slot there. It was nice to have the extra body, for sure. Quest records. Personal quest status, right? I guess I should do aquatics, because I consistently dodge aquatics every time I play. Party commands. Disband party. And then take the quest properly. I will whisper you as soon as I figure out how to whisper people on Twitch. To be honest, I don't know how to do it within the website. I do it within the third-party chat application I use. It's called Chatty. Thanks for the invite. Yeah, no problem, dude. Yeah, if anybody knows how to, like, actually send whispers to broadcasters, feel free to let that guy know, because I have absolutely no idea how to do it within the website. I'm a huge shitter. Alright, I gotta get my passes out of storage. Clip into the corner for the super cool start. You see that little ripple and you know you're as close to the wall as you can be. That's so good. Yeah, I missed so much damage during phase 2 of that run because I potatoed and thought I was in the wrong phase. LOL VH content. I don't even think I'm gonna bother to pick up spellstones. I'll just go for units and make it fast. Should probably be using killing bonus as well, but like, look at this fucking normals. I can swing my sword around like a gorilla and it one-shots everything in XQs. It's so absurd, it's actually crazy. Maybe if you type something in the chat, I'll be able to click on your name and whisper. Viewer list also works, apparently. I kind of forget that Twitch viewer list is a thing every once in a while because it's hilariously inaccurate. Because if they had to update the viewer list in real time with like real data for every channel on Twitch and all of its users, that would actually be pretty huge server load. So they just don't really bother. It's funny. Like if anyone's worked with Twitch IRC before, you know exactly how many fucks they do not give about actually keeping an accurate user list. Venice has been 100%ing Matterboard? What the fuck? You can just brick your way through stage orders with no consequences too, since everything is so lightweight. Like if it gets resists, what does that mean? Doesn't matter. Okay. So the sword resist is pretty real, but like, not real enough. Plus I can always do this. We even have slide end. I've got fucking Sacred Skewer here, dude. Why do I have that? Stop. Can you tell I don't really know how to use Partisan? Its place in the Hunter lineup is kind of just as a bossing combo tool. That really is all you do with it. Missing low to the ground JAs is kind of a problem for me on Partisan as well, since it doesn't have the same kind of hang time. You don't even get gear backspin when you're in the air. Being in the air is bad on that weapon. You have Twitch open during streams. I don't know if you'll get Twitch Whispers otherwise. I did get your Whisper. You don't need to have Twitch open, I think. It'll save your Whispers while you're offline. But I do get them through the chat application I use, so if you whisper me with a private concern or something, I will always read it, even if I don't read it right away. Yeah, I do have a stream Discord as well, so for anybody who's poking around and wants to stay up to date on the latest Tyrone-sama happenings, good place to be. Sorry about that. I guess I'll advance stages since I probably need the spellstones anyway. Yeah, the entire point of Twitch moving away from, they used to use IRC as a backend, but they're moving basically to WebSockets. And the reason they're moving to WebSockets is because IRC, you kind of have to hack around to get it to do things like receiving messages when someone's offline. And that was apparently a feature that they valued a lot because everyone is trying to turn Twitch into a fucking social site. My shareholders! If people spend more time on Twitch, that means we get more ad revenue. Never mind that none of these features are actually going to increase user engagement in any meaningful way whatsoever. Any of you guys see the video of that guy who cleared solo XQ 6 through 10 with only normal attacks on Sacrifice by Type 0? That's the kind of shit that I feel like is going on with regards to the expert blocks. It kind of surprises me how few people are actually able to clear Heaven or Hell 1 through 5. Like, 1 through 5 I got on my first try. 6 through 10 took me a couple tries because I was playing it like a moron and ran out of mates. Because the way I typically play Hunter in optimized relevant content is you want to take damage wherever it will save you time. Which is obviously not always a winning strategy for soloing. So I had to adjust my mindset a little bit and learn to play more cautiously in areas that would drain your mates quickly. Stuff like Angel on Stage 7 in particular. So they're trying to Ignition Parry Progeny, and boy did I get grabbed and slammed. Yeah, I really don't like Ignite Parry. Everybody loves to dick ride it because it's got super good damage and PP efficiency, but the range on it is really short and it requires weird setup to hit correctly, so I usually don't opt for it considering it's a fairly small loss if you just omit it entirely. Obviously there are situations where it makes no sense not to go for it, like with super telegraphed boss attacks where you can get it off. As few and far between as those are, it's like absolutely go for it, but, you know. Just use your judgment. Be smart. I can't believe the stage order is inflict 15,000 or more damage. That straggler from the Twitch chat sent an app. You still here? Team applications are kind of wacky, so If you could contact me privately on Discord about joining the team, I'd appreciate it. It makes things easier for us to set up and keep track of. Wow, is the EQ still going? Shit. Everybody in Arc's level 3 right now must be really fucking sad. So yeah, again, if you want to join Waifu Defense Force, please contact me on Discord. That's, what is my ID, actually? I have to fucking look at myself here for a second. I am Tyrone-sama, pound 3292. So please send me a PM. You can also join the Discord link that's up above. That's my stream Discord. Pretty chill place to be. Man, everybody's so crazy about running triggers now. I feel like every EQ it's like, any triggers afterwards? It's like, man, I want to log in for my EQ and then relax. Setting up triggers has been so tedious for us recently. We're working on getting it to a place where it's less obnoxious, where people can just list their triggers and then basically an MPA schedule is automatically generated through the magic of Google Sheets, but... Oh, one more? The cool thing about getting poisoned as Hunter Fighter is that since the fighter tree is pretty much entirely bare bones, you run maxed Crazy Heart and Crazy Beat, meaning that when you combine it with Orbit Regen, you get PP back at a ridiculous rate. Even better if you can get Super Treatmented and then get Statused again, because then you have those effects multiplied on you, and it's honestly kind of absurd. Does that reach? Sometimes the Rising Edge range fools me. Okay. I feel like one day I'll end up joining Waifu Defense Force Team Estimated. I think I heard direction I was doing something else, something about RODOS. We don't have very strict requirements because we're not a fully try-hard team. Like, we're not dealing with Ignition or Quasar tier stuff where it's like, you must be Force Techer with 100 attack on units, shit like that. We just demand that you be reasonably ready for XH content and that you be willing to improve. Almost every spec is accepted. You can even run joke shit, but you still have to pull your weight. Like, oh, I play Fighter Hunter with a gun slash is not an excuse for doing poor damage. You have to work harder when you play a 50 spec, not less hard. You know? We just want a place where people can focus on improving without bullshit. Get decent runs, talk with like-minded players about optimization that makes sense, without having to worry about going absolute full maximum optimal composition tryhard. We refer to it as casual tryhard. I guess that in the same way Casual Friday refers to casual. It seems like a reasonable way of going about things to me. And Joe Aura, if you could go ahead and shoot that guy a Discord invite since he hasn't responded, that would be cool. Oh, I could have done my defeat RODOS here. That's cute. Who's ready for VH RODOS to go down like a prom date? Oh, wait's here, I forgot. Really? We're gonna sit here and do this? On the Discord, I think. Alright. Yeah, even uncharged Guilty Break is a little bit too far. Oh, you play Sword as well? Sick. Yeah, the one that was linked in chat is the stream Discord. If you message me privately, I'll hit you with a link to the Waifu Defense Force Discord. I'm having trouble keeping track of people because there's more than a couple people in this chat with names that I can't pronounce at first glance, and so I'm just kind of passing over them because I can't parse them in my fucking face. Let me scroll up for a second here. Okay, where am I scrolling up here? I need to control F or something. God. Does Chatty have a control F? It does. So Ergoiv is... Alright. Casuals, tryhards, LoL players who take normal seriously because of an hour of your time is still an hour. Yeah. League is such a bad game for playing casually because every single time you queue up it's a massive time investment, and losing means you have no fun. Like, losing in League is the worst thing ever. Because the more you lose, the more you're going to lose, and the way you lose is by having your agency taken away until you can't do things anymore. It's super gross. Let me check my Discord real quick to make sure. Alright, so I got a message from Ziggs. Z-I-C-S-E, I think. Ziggs? How do you pronounce that? But yeah, if, Ergo, if you could hit me up with a Discord message as well if you're interested in joining, since I saw your app. That would be sick. Trying to manage team stuff. I'm not cut out to be a manager. I just wanted a group of people to play with. I didn't want to manage anyone. Waifu Defense Force exists because I wanted to be in it, not because I wanted to lead it. But hey, that's how it goes sometimes. And I do my best to set a good example. Which is why we have Crest. Yeah, Crest and Red Mage have been picking up a lot of my managerial slack lately. I'm gonna be super active around the time that Alt rolls around though. I'm gonna be playing this way more, so... Hey. Anyway, it's been like... 6, 7, 8, 9... Yeah, it's been like 3.5 hours and things are starting to die down right now, so... I figure I'll end the stream on a relatively high note. I guess. Oh, this is still here. Sick. Nice. I should change that to, I should change that to the correct form. Anyway, in any case... Oh, I've still got my music player up in the background, too? Has this had now playing text visible for ages? There we go. There. Clean layout. So in any case... I am not cut out for the usual social media verbal barrage, but like, there's some panels down below. They contain links you might be interested in if you're interested in me. Follow if you want to see me more. Join the Discord if you want to yell at me about stupid shit. I'll talk to you guys later. Good night.